So Sangeeta, let's come to you in terms of the focus of this call, in terms of when were you diagnosed with this particular thing? How did it happen? And like really, given the person that you are, I think you'll be able to articulate now of what all you went through probably. And I think we'd like to hear more about when was it diagnosed? How did it exactly happen, and how did you manage it?
So I heard that and I kept putting it off because it just seemed very threatening. Okay, so I kept putting it off. In the meantime, our shift to New York was happening. So in that whole move, it got left out. And during that shift somewhere, I started seeing blood in the motions in the morning. And when we got to New York, after we'd settled the house, got Sana settled into her school a little bit, I asked around, found out, because you have no doctor there, right? We didn't have a physician. So I tried to get an appointment at the New York center. They said, okay, I can give you a date after Valentine's Day. And I was calling at the end of November. So, so I said, okay, now, what do we do? So I called a dear friend, Dr. Ashok Khurana, who's been a friend for decades. He runs the most thriving um, radiology practice in Delhi. I said, what do I do, Ashok? So he said, are you coming in January for so-and-so's daughter's wedding? I said, yes. So he said, okay, we'll line up all the tests for you. When you come, we'll get it done. So that's what we did. So in mid-Jan, when we went to Delhi for my niece's wedding, I got the test done. And sure enough, it was not looking good. And so we said what to do, because back in New York, I'd met a doctor or two, but I didn't, it felt like so alien, you felt like one specimen. You were not treated as a human being. I felt I was being treated as a specimen in a petri dish, It was very, very alienating. So what we did was we decided that I would get the surgery done in Delhi. So Ashok again asked around, found the best surgeon possible, and one of those genius chaps called Dr. Samira Nandi, who was ex-AIMS and then head of, at that time, still is, head at Ganga Ram of the liver transplant department and GI surgery.
Yeah. Okay.
So then, by then, of course, I didn't have a home in Delhi. My parents were no more. But somehow the universe works in strange ways. I have a very dear friend called Ajay Lamba. He and his family stepped up. They opened up their heart and their home. And they said, look, we have a floor above where my mother lives. It's peaceful, it's quiet, it's central in Delhi. You just live there till you need to. Just all patchwork. So my sister-in-law from Houston had gone to be with Sana so she could go to school. And Rajiv was shuttling between, mostly with me, and then to New York, then also the office in Hyderabad. So, yeah.